cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're coming in on this wet Friday morning. Hope everybody's doing good. I reckon it's just me and Packy and Pat today because Tommy, I think he's traveling across the country somewhere, and Tamla, I don't know where she's at. So here we are.
I think she's probably still tied up with that suicide.
I wouldn't think so. Boy, I got something across the Telltop machine here. I have got to look it over, but we've actually got some big, what they call an influencer.
Yeah.
That's actually jumped on the bandwagon saying that it was, who is this guy's name? Let's see if I can bring it up here.
This is a call to action.
Y'all can hear that. I'm going to try to stop this thing. But anyway, we'll review it here in a minute. But you hear that? Hold on. We'll see if we can play it. Michael Reuben Mitchell, I reckon he's got a post he put up and talking about how Hiawassee is racist. You're on the list. You never heard of all. So I don't know this.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Do you have a bad experience? You must have had a bad meal in Hiawassee.
I don't know, man. He's all fired up, but he said we're racist down here. He said,
well, I think we're the last thing on the list, right? Because everything else is racist too.
Right? I guess we're on the list now.
Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, he's got some stuff in here that we're not black friendly up here.
Oh, wait a minute. The guy that committed suicide was an African American, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I didn't know that till this thing come across a teleshot machine. But it says, Hiawassee is a Towns County, and Hiawassee is a sundown town. What is a sundown town? I have no idea.
I don't know.
And yes, it's on the list. Hiawassee has a reputation for violence against African Americans.
A sundown town was meant back in the day when they had to be out of the town before the sun went down.
Oh.
Black people.
See, that's my problem. I didn't know that because I'm old now. I'm normally in the bed by 9 o'clock. So,
well, hey,
who checks? Who checks?
You're not a very good racist if you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. Who checks and make sure they're all out of here?
Come on, step up there, buddy.
Who's the one that checks? We got a checker. We got a checker goes make sure everybody's out. Said black residents did not even account for even 1% of the county's residents until 2020 census, which I don't know. But he's saying that this guy, he saying he was hung. Maybe I don't know, but I don't know none of the details. I know the GBI is involved on that, but man, we got enough black eyes the way it is. I didn't mean to say it like that. We got enough bad news.
That didn't come out good, Stephen.
I think this guy's just after publicity. Reuben Mitchell. So I don't feel like I'm racist. Are you racist? Or sundown
I don't think
town?
so.
I don't even know what a sundown town is. I hate it for the family, and I hate it for the boy, and especially, if it. I don't know the whole details, but it looks like it was a suicide, and for this guy here to try to, I don't know, cash in on this guy's death, and the family upset, and I just don't think that's cool at all.
There's always somebody who wants to capitalize on events like that, tragic events like that.
Yeah, he's that's like these folks when you have like hurricanes come in and they go down and sell people chainsaws for $2,000 and stuff like that. What do they call? There's a law against that, ain't there? What is that called when they do that?
Price gouging.
Price gouging. This is the same thing. I think he's trying to get publicity or something. And here I am talking about it on the daggum radio.
It's working.
It's working, ain't it?
Okay.
We're a sundown town. Of course, I do like that song, Sundown.
We'll see if we can find the video when we're on a break. Is it clean?
What
difference does it make? Why am I asking? Why am I even asking that?
Yeah. Get the beeper ready.
I've just lost control, man.
I'm getting tired of getting scolded every day after the show. Dude, you can't say that. You can't say this. You can't say that. So, just if Jeff's listening, Packy's on his job. He's doing what he's supposed to do.
It's just I kind of got a delay in it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a bad weekend at my house. You ever have them where you just feel like you're going to have a bad weekend?
No.
Well,
why? You feel like you're going to have one?
Yeah, I reckon our hot water heater went out, and it's going to cost quite a bit because we're going to try to do one of them gas ones, like the gas electric fired up, instant on gas water heaters.
Yeah, the tankless water heat.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to try.
I got that. I got those. Those are very efficient. You'll cut down on your bill.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. My wife will stay in the shower for about 80 minutes if we had one of those things. Like,
Well, my wife come to the conclusion this morning that I can sell one of my junk cars and pay for it.
That seems to be
No.
a good idea.
Ain't happening, man. They say cold showers are good for you.
you better put her in her place, man.
I'm telling you right
losing
now.
control of your household.
I am.
You know, Stephen, I think your premonition is right. You are going to have a bad weekend if you keep that up.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, well, how come she can sell shoes or something? She's got a bunch of shoes. Can't she just sell them shoes or have a yard sale or something? I mean, why me? Why is it one
you
of my
keep dig-
cars?
and you keep digging the hole, buddy.
Oh, well.
Stop it.
Okay.
Change the subject. Go to a break. Do something.
Ain't cold water showers good for you, though? Don't they talk like it re-energizes you or something and adds
There he
growth to your
goes.
toenails?
There he goes.
Oh, well. Let's get to break.
Pile on.
We want to thank Bannister Cooper. Hey, while we're doing that, Puddin', sing Digging Up Bones. Digging up bones. I'm digging up. We'd like to thank Bannister Cooper. Go ahead, sing it while I do this.
I would if I knew it.
I thought you knew all that stuff.
I've heard of it, but I don't know it.
Anyway, Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, they've been in business for a long, long time, so go by and see them, and they have got the planned deal where you can go ahead and get your burial ready to go when the day comes. And I think you save a lot of money on that. Packy, help me on this just a little bit. Am I doing all right?
Call Tamala, Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, 706-896-2218.
And now with more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. The man who apparently took his life at a Towns County waterfall has been identified as Trevante Jamal Schubert Helton, 29 years old, of Sawtee Nakuchi in White County. Towns County Coroner Tamala Cooper tells WJRB that investigators learned that he loved the outdoors and waterfalls specifically. There was no suicide note. Public information on his Facebook page suggests that he leaves behind a young daughter. Others who knew him posted that they were surprised to hear the news. He was found around 2 p.m. in the High Shoals Falls area when a hiker spotted him hanging from a tree. The hiker called 911. The Clay County Sheriff's Office reports that a bomb threat called into the county's Department of Social Services Thursday afternoon was deemed a hoax. The press release states that for, quote, a brief period, the building was evacuated while Clay County Sheriff's officers conducted a search for explosive devices with negative results, unquote. Because the call was specific and access to that area was highly controlled, the hoax was quickly determined and the building on Courthouse Drive in Hayesville was cleared for re-entry. The press release adds that the phone number of the caller was identified as originating from another country and from an apparent scammer with a foreign accent. A similar hoax was called into the Towns County school system last March. Please download the free WJRB app. For Pat Malone and Harry Bond, I'm Jeff Batten.
This is Tamala Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, and I left my husband and staff unattended for a few hours, only to find out I have been given a nickname, which happens to be a rodent. In our line of work, you have to maintain a sense of humor, but I think these guys took it a little far this time. Come by and give them a hard time with me, and while you're there, let's go ahead and get your wishes in writing. Pre-planning your wishes doesn't have to be somber. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
Dad, turn on the heat.
Give it a second.
Hey, Dad, it's really cold.
Guys, this car isn't exactly brand new. Give it a second.
So I'm guessing heated seats are out of the question?
Wise guy.
Hey guys, it's Andy. Why don't you come see me and check out all the new and pre-owned vehicles at Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville. The new year means a new vehicle, and Jackie Jones Ford is ready to hook you and the kids up with something a little, hotter. Jackie Jones, your neighborhood Ford dealer, Highway 64 West in Hayesville. Online at jjfordhayesville.com.
Hiawassee Hardware is a full-service hardware store carrying a wide selection of products for homeowners, builders, pro contractors, and DIY enthusiasts. We carry the name brands you know and trust. We provide specialty services like small engine repair, paint matching, blueprint takeoffs, delivery, and more. Let us help you get stuff done. Browse to HiawasseeHardware.com for monthly specials and for what's new. Hiawassee Hardware, your store for starting off a new year and a whole lot more.
kitchen remodelers. What are those 3 wonderful words again?
Granite, quartz, and marble.
Exactly. See them all in one Young Harris showroom. Introducing Masterpiece Granite, right here in the Enchanted Valley. Stop by and make your selection from the best names in the industry.
New countertops arrive within a week. Go to MasterpieceGraniteLLC.com to see the samples for yourself.
Or Masterpiece Granite LLC on social media. 441 Plot Town Road in Young Harris. 678-677-4974.
Boundary Waters Resort and Marina on Lake Chattooga is the #1 JC Tri-Tune dealer in the country, specializing in luxury performance tri-tunes with reliable Suzuki outboard power. As the exclusive dealer for JC Tri-Tune in the Lake Chattooga area, our professional sales and service team will get you out on the water in style. For the best selection and pricing on new and used JC Tri-Tunes in the North Georgia mountains, visit Boundary Waters Resort and Marina at bwboating.com or call 706-896-2530.
When you're cold, they're cold. Rodents are looking for a place to keep warm this winter, and your attic could be their next home sweet home. Trust us, you don't want these guys as your house guests. They have some nasty habits, including chewing on wires, a major fire hazard that causes 20% of house fires in the U.S. Call American Pest for a free inspection. American Pest Control, serving your community. Text or call 706-782-4113 to schedule your free inspection.
Fridays on the Dish are presented by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. The experts at Bannister Cooper will guide you through the important family conversations when it comes to making end-of-life arrangements for a loved one. Yes, we're Towns County's funeral home, but we're welcome to all. And now, back to the Morning Dish.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. I know everybody's kind of speculating on the outage of the cell phones, and everybody's wondering what's going on with that, and I don't understand the problem. The government told us that it was a solar flares that interrupted the cell phone outage across America, so I don't know what's to doubt on that. I mean, after they said it was the government told us that, and the scientists backed it up, so I guess that's pretty much what it was, don't you think?
If it was solar flares, wouldn't it affected all of the networks, not just AT&T?
Oh, wait a minute. Are you a conspiracy theorist here? Are you being a conspiracy theorist? I mean, the government, your government that you support, told us that it was a solar flare. I don't understand what the issue would be after they told us that. We should be fine.
I'm a pragmatist here.
Oh, pragmatist. You sound like a pragmatist. Yeah. Yeah, pragmatist. But after the government told us, don't you think it's probably okay?
Now, wait a minute. AT&T said it was a software glitch.
Okay, that come out too then. Okay, so it's a software glitch or it's a solar power thing.
Yeah, it wasn't the solar flares.
I don't know, man.
They're doing the Aurora Borealis.
You're wrong about that.
They're busy doing that.
You're wrong about that. I really think it was a solar flare because the government said it was. And these are the government that tells us, January 6th and that Hunter Biden's innocent and that
all of which you believe.
Biden is totally sane. Yeah. Yeah. And Fetterman's insane.
He's the 14th best president ever in history.
I know that's right. So what are y'all worried about? It was nothing more than a solar flare. Right?
Okay.
All right. Y'all quit all that nonsense out there.
Hey, today is the 79th anniversary of the raising of the American flag on Mount Suribachi on the island of Iwo Jima during the Second World War.
Really?
Famous picture.
Yeah.
And that picture became the inspiration for the Marine Corps memorials all over the place, including the one at Foster Park there in Towns County.
But they are a conspiracy theorist on that also, is there not?
Yeah. There was an old wives' tale that the admiral offshore couldn't see the first flag. It was too small, so he told him, put a bigger one up there.
Yeah, and then the photographer actually picked out the dudes. Hey, we want you to do it, you to do it, and you to do it.
Yeah, and that was an old wives' tale. The
that's
real
not true?
Story was, no, it's not true. The real story was the Secretary of the Navy asked for the flag as a souvenir.
Right.
And the commanding officer thought the flag ought to stay with the battalion that raised it. So he had a second flag put up there. He gave that flag to the Navy secretary.
I
And
think
the
I'm going to
battalion
believe
kept the
Ira.
original flag.
I think I'm going to believe Ira Hayes because I think he's the one that kind of blowed the lid off of that, saying that it was all staged after they put the first one up. Did he not?
Oh, it was all staged. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Ira Hayes, man, and then he ended up dying in a ditch somewhere, didn't he?
Yeah, he got so much crap over that he had a drinking problem.
Yeah.
Ira Hayes was an American Indian, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Well, that don't matter. He was
Yeah.
an American, and he fought
Yeah.
for the war.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I reckon they said the U.S. space. I can't even. What do they call this thing? Oh, what's the name of this right here?
Odysseus.
Odysseus becomes the first U.S. spacecraft to land on the moon in over 50 years. Who was it? Did anybody jump out of that thing?
No, it was unmanned.
Oh, was it unmanned? They said
Yeah.
they found a couple of cameras made in Los Angeles, left up there on the ground.
Movie cameras?
Yeah, movie cameras.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know why everybody wants to go to the moon. There ain't nothing up there, are they?
Well, it's outside the gravitational pull of the Earth,
Right.
so it would be a great place if you were launching deep space missions. You could launch them from the moon.
Oh well. Yeah. Maybe I reckon the Democrats, the Democratic mayor handed out $10,800 for economic equity program, and this was in Washington D.C. The mayor up there gave everybody $10,800 to help the economy. And all of these folks, you don't have to. It didn't matter what you did with it. It's your money. You can do what you want with it. And they're saying that a bunch of them took their $10,800 and had a lavish vacation in Miami. How about that? So it helped the economy in Florida, not in Washington D.C.
It was the mayor of Washington D.C.
That's what it's Washington
I
D.C.
thought it was
mayor.
the mayor of New York.
This says Washington.
Does it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. This says Washington.
Where did Washington D.C. The District of Columbia is broke. Where did the mayor get the $10,800 for? Was it every citizen?
It was what do they call that? Where you get that free money from the government that don't cost nothing, and you build stuff with it. What is that called?
The Build Back Better money?
Yeah, maybe it
Or
was
the,
that, or
Inflation Reduction Act?
maybe it was that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, why don't they give us $10,800?
Because we got a sane governor.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it didn't help them much because everybody went to Florida. And they probably got down there and
Yeah.
said, "Boy, this is nice. This is nice."
DeSantis benefited from that, right?
That's what I'm thinking. Thank you.
Florida economy went up again.
So
he
now,
took credit for that one.
we're kind of getting closer to the vice president pick for Trump, and he's kind of revealed a few different picks that he's got. DeSantis, Scott. Who do you think is going to be? Who do you think?
I didn't like any of those 6 people that are supposed to be on the short list.
How come?
Yeah, I don't see any of those except maybe the governor of South Dakota. What's her name? Kristi Noem.
Yeah, Kristi Noem.
I think she could add to the ticket.
Right.
But I don't see any of the other 5 really bringing anything to the ticket.
One guy there, he's from Hawaii.
Yeah, well, how many electoral votes do they have? 2?
I don't know.
No, 3.
You're not going to win Hawaii, man. I've been to Hawaii. They just...
Yeah.
They don't like you.
Oh, I've been to Hawaii.
They don't.
Did you hear that roll out on the floor? Oh, I've been to Hawaii.
I've been there. Trust me. No, really. Seriously, when you go there, they hate you. People in Hawaii don't like you at all.
Well, that's the thing. I know a guy that actually.
They like you to bring your money.
They like your
spend
money,
it,
yeah, absolutely, but they don't
then
like.
go
they're
home.
Yeah, exactly.
They said,
and
don't stay.
We were there during the election, and it's it was just Biden stuff everywhere, man. It was totally blue.
Well, let's sell it. Yeah, let's trade it for China or something because they're for us. We'll trade it for China. I don't know. How much longer before we're going to find out about the vice president anyway?
He's probably going to take it all the way to the convention to keep you in suspense, which would be in July or August.
So how much longer before Haley finally realizes it's time to get out?
She isn't quitting.
She's
going to
going.
get slaughtered. She's going to get slaughtered Saturday here.
Right.
She's not gonna quit. I mean, she is running on Trump. Them actually throwing him in jail or him dying or something happening to Trump, so she can just be all ready to go. That's where she's at. I mean, she's not gonna.
A lot of people speculating that Trump and Tucker Carlson could be took out.
And as long as big money still contributes to her, she's going to keep campaigning. I mean, she's already committed to when is the presidential primary in Georgia, March 5th or March 12th?
Well, here's the thing,
She's already
man. Why would
committed
you
to going at least through that?
If I was big money, I figured I'd probably pretty smart the way I ended up getting the big money, unless they handed it to me from my parents or something like that. But why would you invest in something like this that you know is a losing ticket? Why would you even?
Because you don't like Trump.
I mean,
there's a lot of big money donors that don't like Trump.
But still, I mean, there's a sinking ship, man.
Like who? Let's. I would like to know.
Who are they? Yeah,
I'd
you
like
always
to know
ask
one.
us that. Who are they?
I can't name them, but if you look up Nikki Haley in the most recent news story, had like 3 names that were big name donors. No one that I knew. No one that was famous enough that I recognized the name.
Right. I know there's a lot of Democrats that are, big money Democrats that are giving money to her. I do know that.
Yeah. Big money. Like you.
Well, why would that be? Because the polls show that she beats Biden, where Trump and Biden are tied.
Where?
The national polls show that Haley beats Biden and big time, like 8-9 points, something like that, while the Biden-Trump race is tied.
Right.
Why would the Democrats give to Haley?
That's a Democrat poll, though, I believe. Hey, can we get a sundown law for Democrats around here? What?
Could we get some tolerance on the morning dish?
Just saying, can we like a sundown law? If you're a Democrat, be out by the dawn. Be out by sundown. Oh, I don't know. It's just a thought. Just comes across. Anyway, we got to get to another break. Bannister Cooper.
I have to stay here all day. You get to leave, dude.
Yeah, Becky gets
Thanks,
all the
man.
phone calls.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I'm going to give him your address.
Dude, I am just going by what you wrote down here to do. I mean, you set this
yeah.
show up every morning, and I just follow your lead. Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, we appreciate them bringing the show. So if y'all feel like the end is near, give them a call. Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Hiawassee, Georgia.
This is Marvin Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, and I'm here with our office manager, Cassandra Bannister. Cassandra, Ken just called you Little Bit, and it made me think about all of our friends' nicknames. Red, Piglet, Speed, Smiley, Tank, Peanut, Spud, Oompa, Dink, and Stretch. I think Tamala and I need nicknames. I once called Tamala Chinchilla.
Marvin Cooper, Tamala is going to kill you. I can't believe you just said that on the radio. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home since 1934.
So, how do you know your tax resolution specialist is good at what she does? It's when other CPAs call and say,
"Help, Debbie! I don't know how to battle the IRS like you do."
North Georgia Tax Solutions just recently took over a case and saved the client $82,000. Debbie did it and continues to do it for her clients.
Call Debbie Snelling at North Georgia Tax Solutions, whether it's hundreds or millions of dollars you owe. Call 706-745-3856 in Blairsville.
No matter what the season, Ivy Log Meat Processing in Blairsville is now ready to serve our fellow hunters and farmers in the North Georgia and tri-state area. Come by Ivy Log for the best beef ribeyes, Wagyu, pork chops, and sausage, along with in-house homemade bacon. 706-745-0011 or visit ivylogmeatprocessing.com. Ivy Log Meat Processing on Facebook, too. 6310 Murphy Highway in Blairsville.
When it comes to helping local companies grow, News Talk 95.1 WJRB, Lake 97.7 WJUL means business.
I'm Jane Frazier with Sentinel Plastic Surgery in Blairsville. My husband, Dr. William Frazier, and I began advertising on WJRB and WJUL with no real idea how it would go. 18 months later, we've concluded it was one of the best things our practice has done to reach new patients in the mountain community. Response to the new ads has been very strong, but it's not just that. For us, we've been just as happy with how easy and fun it's been to work with WJUL and WJRB. The commercials sound great, and the staff and personalities are very invested in our success. If you're a small business owner looking for attention, we highly recommend WJUL and WJRB advertising.
If your small business is looking for new customers this year, we are the place. Go to WJULradio.com or call the radio station because we've got listeners who want to be your customers.
Do you have eye problems? Ophthalmologist Dr. Dan Eichenbaum, a graduate of Yale Medical School and the Bascom Palmer Eye Institute, has the training and experience to give your precious eyes the expert care they need. Whether it's cataract surgery, macular degeneration, diabetic eye disease, or glaucoma, call Dr. Dan Eichenbaum, 828-837-5404 in Murphy or 706-745-9777 in Blairsville. Medicare and insurance accepted. Quality eye care regardless of your ability to pay.
Pre-planning for your burial or cremation wishes doesn't have to be a downer. Drop into Bannister Cooper Funeral Home for a relaxed and comforting conversation with their team. Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, next to the McDonald's in Hiawassee. We love drop-ins.
All righty, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good out there. This Fannie Willis case thing going on, man, I just think this is just amazing to me. It's like the best drama in the world. Are you keeping up with all that?
Trying to.
So what's your take on this whole?
I don't know how it impacts the Trump case.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm coming to conclusion. Now, this is really cool, and y'all need to go do this because the Behavior Panel, we've got Greg Hartley, he's actually a friend of mine, and they've got a thing on YouTube called the Behavioral Panel. And they've actually, they're doing a segment right now that came out yesterday on Fannie Willis, and they read her body language, okay?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Y'all need to go look at this. If you're
what was their conclusion?
Well, you just have to go watch it. But one of the things that they brought to light now, and which is kind of giving me my opinion of Fannie Willis, she is a district attorney, right?
Yeah.
And you would think the district attorney would be very smart and very professional. Would you not think so?
Yeah.
Do you think Fannie Willis is smart and intelligent at this point after watching all this?
I don't know. I guess the jury's still out on that one.
Well,
I mean, the fact that she carries a lot of money, a lot of cash,
and tells everybody that, hey, I keep a lot of cash at my house. Okay, Atlanta, I got a lot of cash at my house.
That would not indicate a high level of intelligence.
No. Let's go one step further, and this was actually proven that she is on the stand testifying wearing her dress backwards. Did you see that? Her dress is on backwards.
I saw that people were speculating that the dress was on backwards.
They actually Googled the dress. She's wearing the dress backwards. So, I mean, this is the district attorney that is in charge of the Trump trial.
Well, now, back up for a minute because you went through all this litany about being smart.
Right.
She's a politician. The district attorney is not an appointed position. It's an elected position.
I'm just telling you. And here's the thing. I don't think she's very intelligent. I think she's just I think she's a politician. I think she was put in there. I think that they had a lot of politicians put her in there because she's controllable and she'll do what they tell her to do because she's not very smart. She wants all of her money because she keeps it cash at her house. She can't even put the right side dress out. And I don't know any woman that in my circle of friends that would go out with a dress backwards.
Well, Pat, did you see that?
Except Harry. He come over here one time wearing that one back. Harry had his on backwards one time.
This is a big deal. Like the jury foreman. Did you ever watch the interview with the jury foreman from this trial? Did you ever see that, Pat? She's a 20-year-old. You got to look this up. I got her quote right here. I wanted to hear from the former president, but honestly, I wanted to subpoena the former president because I got to swear everybody in. And so I thought it would be really cool to get 60 seconds with President Trump of me looking at him and being like, do you solemnly swear, and me getting to swear him in. That's what she said.
Okay, this is the
That's the jury foreman of the trial. Like that's who they appointed.
No.
Oh, no, of the indictment or whatever you want to call it.
It's the grand jury that indicted him.
Exactly right. Of the indictment.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. That's there's your kangaroo.
Hey, think about where the trial is,
right?
And think about the thing that it's a trial of. It's a jury of your peers.
Well, that's not a jury trial, though, is it?
No,
it's
not.
But let me ask you another question. I mean, the way she's acting on the stand, I don't feel like I don't know many judges that would put up with what she's doing. The way she's acting and acting out, and I mean, honestly, do you?
Wait a minute. When she's on the witness stand as a witness,
right?
What's she doing?
Well, you need to watch the video, man. She is just jumping up and down and throwing.
I've seen the video. I know she got antagonizing
right
there when they were pushing against her, but I think that's a normal reaction to somebody who really maybe believes in what they're saying and is getting questioned.
Well, like just speaking from experience, they got a thing called contempt, and when you get out of line. Yeah, they get you for that contempt.
I don't know how does a witness, unless the witness fails to answer, how does a witness get charged with contempt of court?
Oh man, have you heard her? You watched her? Have you seen her? I mean, honestly, I just really think that she is just not a very smart person that's put in that position where they can control her. But here on the other side,
I'm not going to what did she say? I'm not gonna throw a black man under the bus or something like. Do you see that? It's like I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But that's okay. It's okay for her to do that.
So none of this has got anything to do with your biases coming out, right?
I'm not biased at all. I'm really not. I like to see smart people, and I mean, I would think she would be smart, but
No. I'm not talking about color bias. I'm talking about your bias of supporting Trump.
No, I'm be honest with you. I'm sad about this. That they've got her on trial and probably going to kick her out because she is so crooked. And the reason I hate that is because she's not very smart, and I think the Trump's chances would be better with her in control than somebody else that's actually got some sense. Yeah.
I still don't understand what is the connection between what she is accused of doing and her ability to run the trial against Trump.
I'm with you, man. I think they need to leave her in there because she's not very smart. And I just, I think that if they leave everything alone, Trump's attorneys will just mop the floor with her. That's kind of where I'm at with that. But I mean, she can't even put her dress on the right way, for God's sake.
I mean, she's caught hiding money in her house, going on like lavish vacations, and simultaneously installing her lover as the prosecutor.
What's the connection?
And installing her lover as the prosecutor of the case.
And having an affair with him and not saying that. I mean, that's one of the things. What do they call that?
What is the connection?
What do you mean?
You got two different sets of circumstances here.
Right.
How does all the things that you've said about her play into the Trump situation?
Has nothing to do with it.
That's my point. It has nothing to do with it. So why would she be kicked out?
Because she broke the law.
What law did she break?
Oh, which side?
I mean, putting your dress on backwards? Is there a law
I'm telling you, if I hired her, she come into the courtroom wearing her dress backwards, I'd like, boys, we're going to jail.
Is it against the law to use cash?
Yeah, it's against the law for what she done. She's paying her boyfriend hundreds of thousands of dollars under the table. Nobody
$640,000.
That's a lot of money.
According to him, he took a pay cut to get that.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. He took some cuts. Yeah, he did. He took some cuts.
But you still haven't explained to me why she would be thrown off the Trump trial for what's coming out in this situation.
Well, let's just wait and see, because, I mean, the way she's handling her office with the DA's office, I don't think if any other DA would be. But let's have somebody call in that's with the DA. We got somebody that's a lawyer. They can explain it to you real slow where you can understand it. But when you're taking money and cash money and paying under the table and nobody knows where it's coming from and you're doing all this stuff and you got a boyfriend that you're dating, we'll just say, and not saying, okay, we're doing this, or you're not supposed to do that. What is that called when you're having an affair with somebody in the same office or whatever? There's something about that. What is that called?
I don't know. I know there is a word for it.
Yeah, there's a word for it.
Fraternizing with the enemy?
No,
that's
quid
not,
pro quo or whatever you call it.
I can't remember the name of it, but anyway. But I just, like I said, she just seems to me like she is not a very smart person, and I don't think she's qualified to be the district attorney. Now, do you argue that? Do you think she's qualified to be the DA, even though she's elected? Okay, I'm with you. She's elected.
I'm sure that there are a lot of politicians who are not qualified for their office who got elected. That's the decision of the people.
Yeah, don't you know they're
you don't.
scratching their
By
head
the
now?
way, you don't live in DeKalb County, do you?
No, I don't.
So you don't get a vote.
I
And you know
that's
what?
right.
People in DeKalb County don't really care what Stephen Phillips thinks or anybody else outside of DeKalb County.
Okay, well, I'll just
Right?
be quiet.
No, don't be quiet. I'm just saying. I mean, if you can do that with me, I'm just saying, I can do it back.
Well, I just think that, I think this is just an eye-opener kind of way DeKalb County is, and probably 90% of the Democratic Party right now after Trump for no reason whatsoever. But when he becomes president, we'll see the shoe on the other foot then. Walk a mile in my shoe.
The revenge tour.
Yeah.
2025, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, what we gonna get? How many more breaks we got?
There is a lawsuit, America's
One more,
First
okay.
Legal. I was going to tell you one thing, Pat. I was going to jump in here before we drop that.
Yeah.
There is a lawsuit that America's First Legal Foundation, or America's First Legal, they're suing Fulton County, the district attorney, because they claim that they're illegally concealing documents between Fannie Willis' office and the Biden White House. That is what a lot of people are talking about, because they're saying that there is collusion between the two departments, which they shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't have people in the White House saying, and that's just what the lawsuit alleges, or just saying that you can't.
That's a civil suit.
Well, either way, but I mean, there's still. Ooh, I don't know. That could be a criminal grounds, though, couldn't it?
Not if it's a suit. It's a civil suit.
Well, no, they're suing. No, they're suing for the documents, which could in turn
to release the documents.
Right, exactly. So, which in turn could lead to a criminal case.
Who we got, Puddin'?
Oh, we got Roy this morning.
Roy, what you doing, Roy?
Hey, good morning. I'm working. What are you guys up to?
We're just hanging around here.
Hey, I made a comment. I made a comment to the caller. People who are politicians shouldn't throw bricks at glass houses because they might get theirs broke too. And that's exactly what's going on with that attorney down in Atlanta.
I know you got a point with that. Yep.
Yep, definitely. And like I said, Trump, he's got a pretty clean record, so I think he's going to do well.
Oh, wait a minute. You said pretty clean record. Trump's got I know Pat Malone wants to weigh in on that.
No, well, hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
And nobody cares what you say, Pat.
Except me, yeah.
I think Pat should listen to the after the 9 o'clock John Bongino and them listen on their parts and see what he thinks about them.
He just stays on 97.7, listen to Heart, Soul, and Rock and Roll, and drinks his whiskey.
No, he's got to do the Bongino talk show once in a while. It'll help promote his brain a little bit and maybe open his eyes up.
So now, if you're watching this Willis stuff, does she seem like she's a very smart person to you?
No, not at all. Because right from the get-go, like you said, she was after him before to get elected.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And people like that, I'm glad when they expose themselves like they do,
right,
and they get what they deserve.
All right, we got to take a break because we're going to give something away. What are we going to give away?
We've got your choice, either a S&S Smoothies gift card or a Tin Roof gift card. That's what we'll give away here coming up.
Who's asking the question?
Pat's going to.
Pat, you going to ask a question?
I got it.
All right, good deal. We're going to take a break. Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, we're sad that she's not here with us today to take us away. But anyway, and when she takes you away, she really takes you away. But anyway, we love them folks up there. They're good people. And like I said, give Bannister Cooper Funeral Home a call, and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Marvin Cooper with Bannister Cooper Funeral Home. At our funeral home, you won't want to ask for the man in charge. All I do is write the checks. My wife Tamala is the funeral professional, but I am good with finance and can tell you, in this time of high inflation, there is no better time to pre-plan a funeral. Gas prices are up, Food prices are up. Even dog food prices are up. Come lock in your funeral or cremation price today. We are Bannister Cooper Funeral Home, Towns County's local funeral home.
For over 50 years, Mountain Realty of Hiawassee has been providing outstanding service to our clients. If you're looking to buy or sell in North Georgia or Western North Carolina, Mountain Realty will provide you with the most ethical, honest, and efficient service possible. Our realtors listen and are eager to help our clients find their dream home or property. We're members of Northeast Georgia and Georgia MLS, allowing extra exposure to agents working with buyers. We are easy to find on the shores of Lake Chatoog in downtown Hiawassee at 325 North Main Street and at mountainrealty.com.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV, now offering new RVs and boats from top brands like Grand Design, Rockwood, Cedar Creek, Godfrey Pontoons, Hurricane Deck Boats, Monterey Bowriders, Robalo Center Consoles, and more. Now offering a closeout sale on all 2023 boats and RVs. Young Harris Water Sports and RV has the largest service center and parts and accessories selection in the area, so there's no reason to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV, located at 3676 Highway 76 or online at yhmarineandrv.com. Let's go!
It's a cold winter night, and out of the fog comes the most wicked, awesome pickup you've ever seen. Floor lighters, LED lights, and fog lights, and a killer bed cover for keeping the load dry. There's no doubt where the accessories came from.
Rose Auto, the only way to go.
Whether up Bell Mountain or down by the water, trust your truck accessories with Rose Auto in Blairsville for an experience you never thought possible.
Rose Auto.
Haul your truck up to Rose Auto on the Murphy Highway.
Improving our patients' dental health one smile at a time. Dr. Jared Houston, Dr. Courtney Marshall, and Dr. Tom Mims and the staff at Valley River Dental live by that principle every day. Get expert care within a broad range of services from preventive dentistry and periodontal treatments to dental implants and orthodontics. Or maybe it's just about perfecting a beautiful smile. So, if you're looking for a new dentist, consider Valley River Dental Dentistry in Murphy on Bill Hughes Avenue in Murphy.
Do you have eye problems? Ophthalmologist Dr. Dan Eichenbaum, a graduate of Yale Medical School and the Bascom Palmer Eye Institute, has the training and experience to give your precious eyes the expert care they need. Whether it's cataract surgery, macular degeneration, diabetic eye disease, or glaucoma, call Dr. Dan Eichenbaum, 828-837-5404 in Murphy or 706-745-9777 in Blairsville. Medicare and insurance accepted. Quality eye care regardless of your ability to pay.
Fridays on the Dish are presented by Bannister Cooper Funeral Home in Hiawassee. The experts at Bannister Cooper will guide you through the important family conversations when it comes to making end-of-life arrangements for a loved one. Yes, we're Towns County's funeral home, but we're welcome to all. And now, back to the Morning Dish.
All righty, we're back with you. Open the phone lines up, 706-379-9770. If you can answer this question, you get your choice at the S&S Smoothies or the Tin Roof. What you got, Pat?
Okay, because this week Major League Baseball spring training opened up, we got a baseball trivia question. And it is, what is the oldest Major League Baseball stadium?
Okay, what is the oldest Major League Baseball stadium? All right, we got some comments up there. What we got, Puddin'?
BP Pyro Mountain Live says, good morning from the Great Lakes State. Enjoy your show every day.
And that Great Lakes State? That'd have to be, where's that at, Michigan?
It could be Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin.
Well, good morning. I know it's
Minnesota,
cold up there anyway, right?
And Canada.
Oh, wow. What else you got, Puddin'? While we're waiting on the phone to ring.
Let's see. Nate Carter says Pat Maloney was a Marine, so half them big words he uses he can't spell.
Oh, Pat Baloney Maloney. Baloney Maloney. I love it, man. You got a new name.
I guess.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that one before, but that was a good one. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Pat Baloney Maloney. Maloney. Oh, man, I love it. What we got, Puddin'?
We had Pam this morning.
Good morning, Pam. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, we don't like the rain much today, but what are you going to do?
I'll make phone calls and set appointments.
Is that what you're doing today?
Yes, that's what I'll be doing today.
Well, where do you work?
I own a company called Window Works.
Okay, so your windows definitely work?
Well, I repair them.
Oh, do you?
So, yeah.
Well, that's pretty
Repair
cool.
them and do screen porches and stuff, so.
Well, that works out pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
That keeps you pretty busy?
It does.
Well, good deal. All right, well, how about you got your choice, S&S Smoothies or the Tin Roof? If you can answer this question. What's the question, Pat?
What's the oldest Major League Baseball stadium?
That would be Fenway Park.
You got the year that it was built?
Oh, come on, Pat.
Oh, man. Do I get like bonus points for that?
Yeah, you get bonus points for that. You're right.
Oh, my
Fenway
God.
Park, and it was built in 1912.
Wow.
1912. Okay.
Wow. So now where are you from?
I'm from Blairsville.
Originally from Blairsville?
No, I'm originally not, but I don't remember anything but it.
Oh, okay. There you go. She ain't gonna conceal where she's from. That's okay.
No,
We're
I'm
glad
not.
you're here. Yeah, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely glad you're here. But anyway, it's gonna be a wet day, so we can get out and. I wish we'd have known that because Packy, he had a window over here he couldn't fix, and he finally just busted it out. So
I know I got here and like you both are sitting there looking at each other all guilty, like what happened to the window?
we got you down. We'll call you next time.
All right, that sounds good.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
We got some more comments up there. Is that about it?
Bob M says no bozo dingo. Not sure what that means.
I think he's talking about Pat Malone again. Pat Bozo.
Maloney or bingo?
We'll get it all together there.
Okay, all right.
That was your cue, Puddin', to go and finish reading.
And BP Pyro Mountain Life says it is Michigan.
Oh, it is Michigan. Okay, well, good deal. I bet it's cold up there. Isn't it snowing in Michigan?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it'll be snowing until the end of April up there.
Yeah. Oh, well. Is that about it, Puddin'?
Yeah, that's all.
That's it? That's all?
That's it.
No. That's the only ones we can read on the air.
Just a reminder, today is Dog Biscuit Day, so make sure you give them a biscuit.
And you know, that's the thing about dogs. They are a great judge of characters, and I think dogs are pretty smart. And that bringing up, we have one conservative Republican in the White House. His name's Commander. And it's reported that
he's the one that bites the Biden all the time.
He's bit 24 different times, man. He's bit somebody 24 different times.
They sent him away. They sent him to Delaware or something.
I don't know, but I'm for Commander, man. The only one in the White House that's got any sense.
We need more commanders. Right?
I'm with you. Yeah, the only 24 times. Golly, what a great dog.
Dogs can tell, boy. They can.
Now, he's a German Shepherd, right?
Yeah. I believe he is.
They're smart. Them dogs are smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely smart.
They know who the enemy is.
Yeah, I know, that's right. That is so funny to me, 24 times. You know, after a dog bites somebody the first time, you pretty much try to do something with it, you know, like get rid of it or something. But
hey, it's Biden's dog.
Right.
Come on. Yeah. That would be what a normal person would try to do, right?
Hey, we got an Indiana parents warn the nation after a child is removed from the home for improper pronoun usage. Now, what exactly is going on with this? Do you know anything about this?
I don't, but I'm real happy I don't live in Indiana.
A Catholic couple, that could be part of the problem right there.
Oh, geez. Now you got Packy. Packy's on the job.
Yeah, Packy's on the job. But anyway, yeah, this is in Indiana asking the Supreme Court to hold up the state's account for keeping the child out of their home after they declined to use his chosen name and pronouns. So he wanted to, I guess he's changing his name and his pronouns.
Is it their own child or is it a foster child?
Well, I don't know. It don't matter, I wouldn't think. I mean, pronouns. I don't understand how pronouns work. Okay, Gary Chapman's like a super wheeler dealer songwriter. I'm going to get him to write a country song using nothing but pronouns.
Oh, that ought to be good.
That ought to be good. What are pronouns?
That'll offend everybody.
What are pronouns anyway?
They replace a noun.
What's a noun? Help me out here, man. Don't just look at me.
We only got about 2 minutes left. We can't help you.
But that is a good question, though, Pat. Think about this, though, because what is a pronoun? So, like, you would say, like they say she, he, and all those things, right?
That's a pronoun,
right?
Okay, so but who calls somebody their pronoun? Like, I don't go up to you and say, like, "Hey, Pat, he go to the store with me? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't speak like that.
Yeah, but it means in a conversation, if you and I and Steve are talking
about somebody else, right?
I could say, hey, Packy said, and then he said this. So I could use it in that context. I wouldn't use it. You don't use pronouns when you're talking to the person who you're trying to pronoun.
I know, but that's what. But they say that all the time. Like, how dare you misgender me?
Yeah, use my pronouns.
Like, use my pronouns.
If you're talking, what if I said, I was talking to Packy and she said.
Well, you wouldn't, I know, but you wouldn't be far off.
I know, but yeah.
Sorry,
say you just misgendered me, man.
Sue him.
Offended.
For that, I'm sorry.
But no, really, like but people say, like, how dare you say, like, you're misgendering me. Like, if I go up to you and say that, like, what is your preferred, what do you want to call me? Call me they, them, but you don't even do that. So really what you're doing is you're trying to control what people are saying about you to other people. So you're really trying to control what other people are thinking and saying behind your back, because it's like she, he, they, them, shim, like.
I don't know. If you're misgendered and people keep misgendering you,
Wait a minute,
you need mental help.
Did you just add a pronoun in there, shim?
That's my
Is that a new pronoun?
one, yeah.
Yeah, shim.
Okay.
That's a she and a him combined. But if you're misgendered, man, you need, honestly, I have never been misgendered.
Is there a pill for that?
I guess they are, man. I don't know. I think it's called mental illness
there's
myself.
There's an opportunity for Big Pharma to do some business here.
But honestly, you have seen people that you just don't know. You're not sure till you see the Adam's apple.
Peppermint Patty was doing that years ago, wasn't she? Wasn't she always calling everyone sir?
Hello, y'all keep bringing up the fact that Klinger on MASH was cross-dresser.
Yeah.
And he did that trying to make everybody think he was crazy. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had read Catch-22, so
Yeah. So he's trying to convince.
You can get out of the military if you're crazy.
And that's what he did. He dressed up like a woman.
If you say you're crazy, you're clearly not crazy.
But you see what I'm saying, though? His theory on that is to dress like a woman. Everybody think he's crazy. And nowadays, people dress like a woman, and they put them in sports.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get a Section
8.
Which leads us to the housing problem in our community.
Section 8 housing started from Klinger.
Into that one, didn't we? Oh, man.
Section 8 housing started with Klinger. They fixing to run them down our throats, ain't they? Yeah, they fixing to run all that down our. We got it coming, whether we want it or not want it. All the low-income housing. I seen up there at town, we got that new chicken place coming in up there. They're starting to pay, they says $17 an hour, man. Packy, you ought to think about that. That's pretty good money working in a chicken place.
I would say you'd do it, but you wouldn't.
I'd probably pay them to work up there, man. Just swap out for chicken.
Eat all the profit.
Yeah, we just swap out for chicken. Folks, y'all have a good weekend, and we'll be back bright and early Monday morning if the good Lord's willing and the creeks don't rise. Pat? Stay sober, son.
Sir.
Stay sober. You're still on that list.
Yeah, how you doing, Pat? You doing good?
I'm doing good. I'm going to be in Blairsville tomorrow for John's service.
Okay, there you go.
Appreciate the warning.
All right. Clear the roads.
What time is it, sir?
W249 DP and WJULAM, Hiawassee.
Well, look at here. Guess who's number one in the Nielsen ratings again?
Play 97.7.